Hi guys, Chris again and welcome back. I'm just going to do a video today on my pocket organiser collection from Louis Vuitton. That is those three here. I don't have a massive collection of pocket organisers, just these three. I purchased them at various different points in the past couple of years and I just thought I'd share them with you. Okay, so as I said, let's just go through some pocket organisers just so you guys can see the difference. Excuse my background, I just filmed a perfume video on Milfort. If you've not seen that, I will link it below. And I just have a little fake plant because I don't do real plants. So I'm just going to start off with my oldest, or the one that I got first. And this is the Graphite pocket organiser. This was bought in 2015. When I went to Birmingham, and I believe this was just a limited line. If not, if I can find it, I will link it below for you guys. But the one thing that drew me to this, rather than your normal graphite, it's a little bit obvious, and it is the official colour is Anise, which is almost like an acidy, which is almost like an acidy yellow colour, and that is beautiful. So on the front you just have the one square that says Louis Vuitton, and that is positioned right there. On the back it is just one, it only has one square that says Louis Vuitton, which is that part there. And on the rear it just has this little slip pocket that all pocket organisers should do, and this is the inside. So it's very, very bright. I think the camera is picking this up a little brighter than it actually is. It's more of a dulled down yellow, but yeah, it's beautiful. So the one difference with this pocket organiser in comparison to the other ones that I've got, firstly your canvas is in here that has LV, or Louis Vuitton Paris, and your Louis Vuitton stamp, or heat stamp I should say, is just there. Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, that has a C for my initials. So let's go through this pocket organiser. Again, every other organiser has the exact same layout. This is the new model of pocket organiser, so there is one style or one version, if you will, below this, which doesn't have as many compartments. So starting from the front, nothing on the front apart from this beautiful graphite canvas. Open it up inside and you have three main compartments here. So 1, 2, 3 for cards, etc. You can put something down here, but I kind of feel that it's very tight to work with and it's not really the most accessible, but you can get something in there. You have two rear pockets, or two interior back pockets, and the back pockets just have canvas all the way through. If you can see here, the canvas goes all the way back, and obviously it's the complete length of the organiser. So I tend to store notes back there if I'm ever using it, rather than put notes anywhere else. So you've got two pockets in the back, and they can fit a ton in it as well. You have one interior, which this is so beautiful and so smooth. You have one pocket back here. You have two pockets effectively. You've got one back here, that again can hold a card, and then you have just one in there as well. And on the rear, you just have one pocket just there. Again, it goes all the way back, and it is complete canvas all the way through. So this, again, this is just, it's a very summery colour. I don't really use it as much I probably won't use it as much in winter, but it is just it's a gorgeous piece. They also had this in red, they had it in blue, they had it in grey, they had a couple of different interiors, but this definitely drew to me. It also came in this big box, I forgot to mention this at the start, with this rather large dust bag inside. So that's that. So that is the Damier Graphite and Anise pocket organiser. The second one that I picked up was picked up this year from the spring 2016 or Spring Summer 2016 collection, and this is the Monogram Ecru pocket organiser. So the Ecru is just the white background and it has these stripes on the front. The reason I purchased this is because it is just so different and it is so beautiful. I am in love with this print. I'm in love with this print. The only downside is because it is so white and bright, I really can only get away with wearing this in summer. But I mean, who knows, in winter if I wear all black, this could come out as well. But it just has your gorgeous and dulled down monogram emblems back here. So you've got your fleur-de-lis, you've got your LV, and as I said, you've got the stripe. And the stripe continues all the way to the back as well. So that's what it looks like opened up. So the inside of this is what I was talking about in comparison to the Graphite and Anise one. When you open this one up, this is your layout. So as I mentioned, on your Anise pocket organiser, down here is where now and where most of the time your Louis Vuitton Paris is, and that area here is just completely blank. So if we head down here, this just has in silver Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. If you can pick that up, it's just so shiny and sheen. And I again have my initials here, just heat stamped with a C. I don't really want to fill in because I just think it looks nicer without. The stitching on this thing is impeccable, it is fantastic. It is in just such beautiful condition after being away. If you hadn't seen my repair of this, I'll link it below. But again, exact same layout. So you have 3 card slots at the top, you have 1 compartment down here, which is nice. You've got your 2 rear compartments back here. Oops. Back there, and I like that it's white all the way through. You've got your 2 pockets here, and these are they're sturdy in comparison to the Anise one, obviously because the Anise one is a leather, and you just have 1 interior pocket on the back there. So that again came in this box. And I picked this up in January from the Edinburgh store. I forgot to mention I got the Anise one when I was visiting Birmingham. So the last one, and the one that I'm currently using, is from the Autumn Winter 2016 collection, and this is the Monogram Eclipse pocket organiser. So I kind of take on the Ecru. If you haven't seen the unboxing of this and my other Monogram Eclipse pieces, I will link that below for you. This is the one I'm currently using, so you can get an idea of what fits in, etc. But I am in love with this. Much like the Ecru, this just has a dulled down monogram finish, which is just down there, which is beautiful. No stripe, which is great. As much as I love the stripe, I think I kind of prefer it without. And this is what it's like in the back, or opened out, fully symmetrical. So you've got your 2 LVs there, the fleur-de-lis splitting it up, and oh, do you know one thing I forgot to go through is glazing. So this is the glazing on the Eclipse. So it's a very mattified glaze, which is nice. On your Ecru, again, it's much the same, very mattified. And on the Anise, you have no glazing because it is just leather. But jumping right into this one here, so opening it up, this is what I carry with me on a daily basis. I don't carry many cards, which some could say is a good thing. So when you open it out, you can see better the Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France sign is. So that's just at the bottom there. And I love the inside of these, it's very, which is nice. I don't have this heat stamped yet. I probably will, but it's just trying to find time to go back through to Edinburgh. As I said, you can fit 3 cards at the top, so I've got my bank cards and my driver's license in here. Again, I don't have anything in the bottom there because once these are full, it is very hard to try and get your finger down inside, so it's too tight. In the rear pocket, I have nothing in here. I went shopping today, so I don't have anything. I took my cash out, but on the other pocket, I just have a couple of cards. I then have my Costa card here, and do you know what we'll do? This is just, take a card out this side, this is just a Body Shop card, and that would just fit right in there. I was scared in case it would fall out, but because of the material on the inside of the pocket organiser, I don't really know what it is, it kind of grips the card so it's not going to fall out at all. And on the back again I just have my supermarket cards. But that's it bulked out. I mean, this is all that I would carry. I'm very reluctant. I really want a Brazza wallet, but I'm reluctant to pay the price because this is all I carry. I carry at most 6 cards. That is an absolute push, so I'm reluctant to buy it. So I always think the pocket organisers are just a good way to start. They're handy, you get so much use out of them, and yeah, so that's my Monogram Eclipse pocket organiser. So guys, that was my little video on my 3 pocket organisers from Louis Vuitton. I forgot to mention guys, the Monogram Ecru was only for spring summer 2016, and a lot of people asked me where to get it. Unfortunately, it's gone. You cannot get it anywhere because I've tried to get a couple of different things from the Ecru line. Nah, unfortunately you've missed your chance, but this is this issue with being practically see-through again. If you can get them pre-loved, they're so beautiful, just the print themselves, I highly recommend it. As I said, Anise as well, you might still be able to get it. I will find somewhere, if I can't find this colour, I'll try and link the rest below. And as far as I'm led to believe, Eclipse is meant to be permanent. I don't know, do not take my word for it, I'm not too sure. But if you can get your hands on any of these, or even as a first starter piece, as I said guys, LV pocket organisers, probably the best thing to go for a guy especially. Guys use wallets, this isn't as big as a wallet, and I just think it'd be great. But if you do have any questions regarding any of the pocket organisers, then do you know, I feel like a magician. Pick an organiser. If you do have any questions about any of the pocket organisers, then please leave a comment below. Otherwise, I will see you soon. Take care, bye bye.